Alright, almost down. I'm only down 10% from my peak on my options account. Fucking since that Disney trade. Recovering
Nice.
nicely. What's going on, Dave? Next target for Bitcoin. I'm currently looking to short. I'm still short. I think it will pop up a little bit here, probably back towards this blue zone, towards the top of the accumulation here. But I think we are still bearish. I'm looking at kind of like this trend here. You could even pull it down to like this trend here. Yeah, I've been short for a while. We're sitting pretty on a short on December, from like 12,200. It had a perfect failure of this pullback zone that I was watching. I posted this in Discord. I told people to look out for this pullback zone. It was going to look for a push higher, but there was a lot of resistance on this pivot. You can see the pivot bar here, and then you can see the wicks of that pivot. So you see a lot of tweezers on that pivot. So we popped up, perfect failure, almost to the dollar, and then we pulled all the way back. So I added on to my short there, and then I also closed my long from my spread trade. Altcoins also started to recover nicely. If you guys were trading the OTS, you can see here we turned gray and then turned white on the bounce. Had a nice little signal there on, what was this, ADA. BCH had a nice signal as well. EOS, same thing. Litecoin turned gray and then white. Popped up, failed that pivot though. He ran to that pivot, starting to pull back. Tron, you also had a nice little pivot there on the bottom. Ripple, you also turned white here. You are above the trail, but it looks like you are failing that pivot. So don't have a lot of buy pressure coming in just yet on Ripple. Spread is still maintaining around $400 on December to perpetual. You have about 170 on September. Is there a gap on CME? Yeah, there is a gap on CME. So we have a gap from 11.9. Let me go ahead and mark this. There's a gap from 11.9 to, what is that, 11.6, 11.7. So we have two gaps that are close and they're not filled. This is actually a double gap because we have a gap here that wasn't filled. So we have another gap right here that was not filled. So you got a little bit of a confluence zone there around 11.8. Where you do see those gaps overlapping. We have a gap down here around 10.6 to 11,000. Then we've got a double gap here from like 11.9 to 11.8. We'll see how these play out. It looks like it does want to try to push higher to test that gap. That would also be the daily or the 4-hour trail. We'll see how it reacts to that level. A new high on the 4-hour for the perpetual would be above like 11.6. Or December would be above like 11.9. Our options trades are going well. Pepsi's failing just where we wanted it to. So looking really good on Pepsi. I closed Starbucks for about a 40% gain, and it's starting to pull back. So I'm gonna look to get back into Starbucks if it bounces or if it finds a support. Maybe even a gap fill. We'll see. I'll post it in Discord if I decide. Veritone failed just like we wanted to. Caesar's failing just as we expected. Marvel pulling back harder than I expected. I wanted to get in Marvel around 24.50, but it did not hold, so I did not get in. So we are still looking for a play on Marvel. Marvel is actually bouncing here on this pivot on the 15-minute. What's it look like on the daily? I think the daily has broken this trend. Yeah, so probably not looking too good on Marvel here. Marvel has broken the trend. Might actually be a good short. You could short Marvel down to this pivot probably around 22.75. Good thing we didn't take that Uber Iron Condor. Made new lows here. Got absolutely destroyed. Tyson looks like it wants to go into new highs here, breaking out. Microsoft still on a downtrend. You are pulling back. Nvidia still pulling back as well. Snapchat still pulling back. Looks pretty decent for a long play if it does break out here, though. You did hold your support. You held your auto SR and your 72 moving average here, so you did hold some support. Oracle is starting to pull back. Twitter's pulling back. Nothing really else that we were watching too heavily here. Car broke downward. We didn't get filled on car either, so actually, thankfully, we didn't get filled on car or Uber. We would have taken losses on both of those. Are you still in car, Sticky?
Yeah. I'm in November, though.
Oh, yeah, you're trading long term. Don't really see anything else I'd like to trade, so we're going to stick with Pepsi here. Pepsi's our only position currently open besides Disney. Disney is like a max loss, though. I'll be right back, guys. Let me go get some water. Alright, not bad, guys. What's going on, Sawyer? Markets are taking a hit today, down 1.5% overall. Hopefully going to make my first purchase of my Roth this week. Not a bad time to find some things to pick up because market's pulling back. Should get some discounts, you know. The 72 is holding beautifully on this 4 hour. I want to see this crack down towards 10.8. But I've been looking for 10.8 for a while now. That doesn't seem like it wants to get there. A lot of buyers coming in around this lower level. Seeing a lot of accumulation here. You probably will see a pop to like 11.5 or we head lower. What stocks are you going to be looking at, Sawyer? Blue chip ETFs, REITs. Yeah, I remember talking to you about that. I thought you had some in mind though. Are you looking at anything specific moving forward this week? I could take a look at them, see what I think. How'd the market open up today? Let's see. Gap down pretty heavily, actually. Gap down, tried to recover, and then failed the recovery. And then basically once you failed that recovery, you never made a new high. New low, popped up. New low here. Trying to pop up here. But if it doesn't recover to this low here, you're going to see a continuation move down tomorrow, which is good for our Pepsi play because it seems like Pepsi is mimicking the market almost 1-to-1 here. So if they can't regain like 2443 here by the end of the day, which is only in like 45 minutes, we should see either a gap down tomorrow or just a continuation move down tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on that. Any stocks you guys want to take a look at, just let me know. I apologize for missing the morning stream. I forgot to set my alarm yesterday. I don't typically sleep in past like 9 o'clock, but for some reason today I slept in till like 10:30, 11. And then I woke up and realized that I missed the stream. You're looking at Archer, Daniels, Midland, Coca-Cola, Chevron, AT&T, Pfizer. What's Archer Daniels? I never even heard of that. They just released earnings. They were positive, but they were bad compared to estimates. They've been getting hit for the past year, it seems. Yeah, if they start finding support here long term, they look pretty good. You do kind of have like an SR flip here. Yeah, I like it. I like it around 35 to 38. Long-term investment. Seems like a good buy there. You had a resistance turn support. Now you're coming in to test it. You do have a lower high being put in here. Coca-Cola. We were just looking at Coke not too long ago. Yeah, Coke looks like it's breaking this uptrend here. You probably will fall down to this previous trend. Probably see around 52.40 where the trail is, or maybe even like 51.50. This actually looks like a good short. I might take a look at this for some options. Are you still in Coke, Sticky?
Nope. I was planning on I was long in it, but now I'm planning on shorting it if I was going to take a.
Yeah, it actually looks like a decent short here. Gonna take a look at some options here, see what we got. Their 52.50 puts are about $1 each. Their $50 puts are about 40 cents. Yeah, I don't think you'll get the $50, but the 52.50 should be a decent short. You could play a spread though. You could play the 50 and the 52.50. Wouldn't be too bad. You'd pay 65 cents per contract. And your max profit would be a little over 100. Break even would be 51.25. 51.25. It's still a little high. You would have to let go of that pretty early, probably. Yeah, weekly has a strong pivot right here around 50.30. 51.12 has a pretty strong pivot as well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one for tomorrow. We'll see how it opens tomorrow. If we do start pushing towards this trail on the 4 hour, could be a good short. If you guys are members of the Discord, I've been trading pretty heavily on my strategy tester account. It's up a little over 200%. It's about 240% in the past month. Very high risk trading, but I plan on releasing a channel in the Discord that goes over these trades pretty soon. So if you guys want to look for some like really high risk trades, I'll have a channel coming for a strategy pretty soon. I've been hesitant on talking about those trades in Discord or posting the trades live because I don't want people to be following very high risk trades and not maintaining a proper risk management. Because the risk management for this strategy is pretty much a hedging risk management, not so much of a max loss risk management. I've nearly been liquidated once, and I've taken 20 to 30% losses on the entire account multiple times while I was gaining that 240%. So very, very high risk. But I will be posting a write-up and have a bot connected to my account very soon. Worse than betting on Jets to win a Super Bowl? It's probably more risky than that. How does BTC make your tummy feel right now? I'm actually short, man. I'm sitting pretty on a short. I think it will pop up, probably try to retest this high here. I called out this play in Discord perfectly, so hopefully some people made some money. I marked this pivot, and we had a beautiful retest. Pretty much perfect. And then we fell downward. So I closed my long here, and I added on to my short. So we're sitting really pretty on a short. You can see here I posted my chart pretty much right at the bottom. And then boom. Perfect play. Perfect. Looking for lower than 11K? Yeah, I am. I want to see like 10.8. 10.8's the number I've been waiting on for a while. I think 10.8 lines up with a lot of different support and resistance. It lines up with a lot of different, basically a lot of different ideologies that you do here, like Fibonacci, accumulation distribution, horizontal SR, diagonal SR. It lines up with a lot of those levels. So I think 10.8 to like 10.9 is really what I want to see. But I think in the meantime, it is going to try to push up here. If it does break this high here, I'm going to take profit on my short. If it stops me out on my short and then it fails this level, I'll probably reopen. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated in Discord. I really don't know. I really have to see how it reacts to this and how it reacts to like this down here. I don't care about anything in between here. I don't care about what it does right here. This doesn't mean anything to me. I need to see how it reacts to this. I need to see how it reacts to this. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's looking at 10.8. So that's the number that I think is going to be a big confluence zone. I'm not going to set my targets there, though, because we might just blow through 10.8. It might be like, if you guys remember last year, literally everybody and their mother was like, 7.8's a strong support, 7.8's a strong support. And then we blew through 7.8 in less than like 15 minutes. It took 15 minutes to destroy 7.8, and we were down to like 7,000. So it could be another one of those. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm looking for 85. Yeah, I would like to see lower Seraphic, but you know me, I don't like calling levels that low. I like taking it one step at a time. But yeah, I would like to see like a retest of the 72 around like 10.3. I don't think if we retest this pivot again, we probably will fail lower. So we probably would go down to like the SR here. The auto SR has not been touched a single time, basically since we started to break out. The auto SR is this blue line here. This is from Gyro's indicator, the auto SR. And it has not been touched, which is pretty standard for very high time frames. Like we can see kind of back here. It's pretty standard, but it does pull back every now and then to the auto SR. Like it pulled back there and then flipped. It pulled back there perfectly. What I'm looking at though is look at the Momo. The Momo's topped out. The daily Momo is extremely accurate. It might call for a pullback, it might call for a trend reversal, but either way, it calls for these tops. You can see here, let me turn on the shading. I'll turn on the shading, you can see what it says. It started shading it around that candle there. So you have your pullback. This one called for the high a little early, and then you had that massive pullback. Same thing here, massive pullback. So either way, it calls for a consolidation, maybe a bull flag, or it calls for a trend reversal. But either way, we're going to see either a continuation of this pullback, or we're going to see a push lower. It doesn't really matter which way it goes, because I shorted pretty high, so I'm going to make money either way. But I would like to definitely see this go down further. This is signaling a bear trap on the Momo. You have that gold into the pullback, into a pop. So it's actually signaling that bear trap. But you're not seeing a lot of buyers come in here. You have no buyers. You're failing that daily trend. So, I wouldn't be too scared of a bear trap right here. If you guys are altcoin traders, hopefully you were watching the OTS. I told you guys to keep an eye on the OTS on the 4 hour. It called the move all the way down, and then you had your reversals come in here. You have your reversals coming in on all of your alts. You had your white candle there on ADA. You had your white candle there on BCH. You had your white candle there on EOS. Litecoin gave you one there. Tron. And Ripple. They are starting to look like they're going to pull back here and test the trail. So we'll see if they have their first test of the trail is bullish or bearish. If it bounces off the trail, the alts look really good here. If it fails to bounce off the trail, then it's going to continue downward and probably retest your lower reversal. So keep an eye on that. If you're just coming in, I talked about this earlier. We do have another gap on the CME. So we have a gap here that was already created, and then we had a gap just get created right here. And we also have a gap that's unfilled down by the 10.8 range. So even the 10.8 level lines up with the CME plays. You have a double gap right here. So we could pop up and try to fill that gap and then fail downward. So we'll see what it does. That also lines up with the OTS trail. So the Oasis Trading Suite trail is right there, has resistance. So we'll see what it does here. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I think I covered just about everything here. Like I said, I think it's going to pop up here and probably retest the 72 or retest that upper range. You are turning white. You do have some buy pressure coming in. Typically, when the Momo and the OTS line up, when they're both bullish or both bearish, it's very accurate. So we do have a bullish Momo coming in with a bullish OTS. We probably will see a bounce here. What color's the candles? White. My OTS, the Oasis Trading Suite. So this is default colors. This is the trading suite. It gives you the trail, it gives you the pivots, gives you the sell arrows, the buy arrows. Yada yada. Candle colors. If you type in Oasis Trading onto TradingView, or just type in Oasis, it should come up. I'm not sure why it's not. I need to go to public. That used to work. I'm not sure why it's not working. I'm not sure. That used to work. I'm not sure why it's not working. Even the DBT thing's not working. Huh. They must have messed with their search function.
Anything private doesn't show up anymore.
Oh, they took it out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Bastards, man. Complete bastards.
Only open source shit is
So you can't even search it anymore?
No.
Wow. Okay. They're playing dirty. That's fine. So what happens if you're not in this and you search on the scripts page? It still won't come up?
Probably not. I know that they got pretty anal about it.
That is pretty fucked. Let's go to scripts here and see if it comes up. Oh, so it actually does come up because I tagged it. No, it says no scripts here. Oh. How does that work? That doesn't make any sense.
Open source only.
So they're literally. Oh, I have it tagged as open source only. Thank you. Okay. They're playing dirty. I've said it before, I'll say it again. They just constantly keep shooting themselves in the foot. That website, they will not be the leading trading platform in like 5 years. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. This team, horrendous. If I had the money, I'd make a platform, give them a run for their money. But I'm sure it costs millions of dollars to run shit like this. I think the market's starting to pull back a little bit here. It's trying to bottom. That's pretty sketch, man. You can't even type, like I used to be able to type in DBT here and it would show all my indicators. That's pretty sketch. All right. On another note, what are you guys up to, man? What are you guys trading? Do you also trade Binance? No, typically I haven't been trading on Binance. I pulled all my money out when Bitcoin was at like 12,700. I sold all my Bitcoin into USDC and pulled it out. You're long the NQ? Let's take a look at the NQ. You're long the NASDAQ? You looking for a scalp or a long-term play? If you're looking long-term, I can see what you're looking at. I like that. Oh, you're looking for a scalp. Okay. Oh, I like that too. Yeah. We just turned white on the OTS. You're bullish on the Momo. You're above the trail. Not looking bad. You're up 17 points. Nice. Each point's what, $20? You're up 340 bucks already per contract. Only one contract? That's not bad though, man.
Be right back.
Gotcha. I used to do the same thing, man. I used to trade one contract. I used to scalp the ES and the NASDAQ and the CL. I had a strategy where I would go for like 3 or 4 ticks on the ES and just get in and out really quick. But back in the day, dude, the commissions were fucking night and day to what they are now. When I was trading the ES like 2-3 years ago, my commissions were double, triple what people are paying nowadays. Here, I've got a screenshot. Let me find it. I'll show you. I made $170 gross in like the first hour. I ended up only taking home 93. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Made 170 gross. My realized profit was 93. That was in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Paid almost $100 in commissions in a fucking hour. That's crazy. I pay $480 round trip. Yeah, I was paying about double that. I was paying like $450 per way. Trading baseball cards. What's going on, Vivid? Rock solid. Para, good to see you guys, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate all the lurkers as well. Everybody who's working, hiding from their boss. Apologize about missing the morning stream today, guys. Completely fucking slept through my alarm. Then I actually didn't set my alarm, so I slept through no alarm. But to make up for it, I will be doing a morning stream Wednesday and a morning stream Thursday. So, well, we might even do one Friday, dude. I'll probably do morning streams all week. I'll do morning streams all week. I had a pretty fucking busy weekend. I was sleeping in this weekend pretty late. But I'm not going to ruin my sleep schedule, so we'll definitely be streaming tomorrow morning. I woke up around like, I think it was like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. And then I went back to sleep. Because I typically sleep for like 4 hours at a time. So I'll sleep for like 4 hours, I'll wake up and I'll sleep for 4 hours. But I woke up a little late. I woke up around like 5 or 6. So when I went back to sleep, I slept in past the bell. Here we go. I like to see Bitcoin failing the trail here. I think we could find some buyers, and it could definitely go higher. You don't have any buyers coming in, though. You can see the volume here. But if we do find some buyers, it could go higher here. But I think the short is very safe here. I thought you died. Nah, man, I was just dead tired. Been working on 2 separate scripts lately, and just been really busy. Just really busy. My girlfriend's going out of town for a week, so I'll spend a lot of time with her this weekend. We got a lot of shit coming to you guys on Discord, man. I hope you guys have been keeping up with the Discord. I hope you guys don't just join the Discord and then like look for our trades and that's it. We got a lot of shit in there. We got the scanners are released now. We got Sticky's working on his new scanner for options and stocks. He's got a few more commands coming to that thing pretty soon. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming. I don't want to give away too much, but just keep an eye on Discord, man. It's going to be constantly growing, constantly adding new features. We're not looking at just releasing the Discord and then letting it die. We got a lot of stuff coming to you guys. If you guys didn't notice, I released all the scanners in the Discord for free. If you guys paid for the scanners, we are refunding you. So while we're working on new scanners, we thought it'd just be best to let the scanners be used for free, get some feedback. You guys can tell us what we should change or what we should add. Because these new scanners that we're adding, they haven't really been tested by a ton of people like we used to. Like we used to send some stuff out and have it tested by the stream. These new scanners are pretty new, so they haven't had a ton of testing. So we want you guys to kind of be our guinea pigs and test it out. So for the meantime, the scanner is not going to be a paid service. You guys don't have to pay for it. As long as you're in the Discord, just scroll down to the bottom. We have all of our scanners there. And if you look at the Oasis bot channel, that is Sticky's bot for options and stocks. You guys are going to like, if you guys are stock traders, man, or options traders, you're going to like what Sticky's doing, man. He's got a lot of crazy things coming to that bot. There is no bot out in the Discord that I've ever seen that does what he's doing on this bot, so you guys will like it. If you type in ! Discord, that gives you our website and you can take a look at all of our stuff. Did you see USDARS? USDARS. I did not. Jesus. What's going on here? Are they running into like a recession or something? What's going on in Argentina?
Probably the typical South American revolution and every other.
Yeah. On concerns about Peronist potential return. What do we got going on? I don't have my stream elements open. Let's take a look. Hey, man. With a 14-month resub. Appreciate that, man. Welcome back, welcome back. My thanks sub button's not working, god damn it. There we go. Appreciate that, man. Been a long time. You've been here basically since the beginning. I think you joined in like the same month I launched. On January of 2018. Really appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the dedication. Good content, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I know I've been a little slow lately. We kind of just been trading on stream, not really doing any videos or teaching or any of that stuff. I'm just working on so much stuff in the background. It's just mentally exhausting to go crazy on stream, if you know what I mean. So I do apologize for not having like too much content on stream lately, but I think we've been doing all right. Oops, didn't realize I paused the music. There we go. But if you guys have any like recommendations for things that you guys want to see on stream, or things you guys want, like I don't know, like little events or whatever, or topics that you want me to cover, just let me know on Twitter or let me know in Discord or whatever, and I'll definitely cover some topics that you guys want to look into. There's not many things that I haven't covered already. That's why we kind of have started more just talking about just doing basic analysis on stream, because for teaching stuff, I've basically covered all the stuff that you guys want to see. So if there's anything that I missed that you guys want to check out, just be sure to let me know. I also released my trading course for free on my website, or on our website on oasistrading.io. So if you guys haven't looked at that already, it's completely free. Go check that out. So everything teaching-wise, we've pretty much covered on that course or in my videos before. There's some little topics that are a little more advanced that I haven't covered. But for the most part... Oh, that's right, man. You did bring that up, bull and bear flags. I do need to get to that. We could probably do that sometime this week if I'm not too busy. I'll let you know. We might do that on like Thursday or Friday. I have covered bull and bear flags in the course on the website, but I haven't covered them in too much detail. The biggest thing about bull and bear flags is the volume. It just needs to have good volume on the breakout, low volume on the consolidation. Big volume on the breakdown, low volume on the consolidation. That is the biggest thing with bull and bear flags that people don't understand. So like if we were looking at this would be technically a bear flag, because you have a lot of volume on the breakdown and you have low volume on the consolidation. So until this high is broken, this is technically a bearish pattern. It is accumulation. We are accumulating. You have a strong accumulation with buyers coming in. But accumulation is not tradable until you have that clean break of that high, or you have that test of the low, right? So like right here, it's not really giving you a trade signal. So until this high is broken, you're still bearish. Looks like Pepsi's going to try to break here. I don't want to see Pepsi gain any strength above 129. That's basically where I'm cutting it. It's failed this level perfectly like 4 or 5 times already. I let it go a little bit here because it had a pivot here, which it failed perfectly. So this trade is beautiful. I just entered this trade a little too early. I entered this trade around here. I should have waited a little longer to see that test. But we currently are short Pepsi. So once this trail is broken and flipped, we should see a failure down. It's following the market 1-to-1. So whatever the market does, it's going to do. And right now the market's trying to find a support. Are you guys currently in any Bitcoin trades? Bitcoin's doing what we expected here, starting to break out to the upside. If it fails again, I will add on to my short again. But I'm not going to add too heavily. I don't want to lower my average too much. My current average is 12.2 on December. But if it does fail this zone again, I will add. Probably about 20% or so. We'll see. My high risk account is also short. Let me sign into my high risk account real fast. See what it's doing. Because I run multiple accounts, I just kind of set my high risk account trades and just forget them. Just set them and forget them. Yeah, so my high risk account is short as well. Some decent buyers coming in here. See how it reacts to the 72 moving average. It has to break through that just to get to your previous high. Sorry guys, I'm responding to a few messages. Just had a big liquidation, 95,000. Another 300,000 just got licked. A lot of these bottom shorters are getting licked. Don't know how you short 300,000 at the bottom, but rest in peace to that guy. Coming into the 72 moving average pretty shortly here. What time is it? 4? Okay, the markets did close. So you closed down about 1.3% overall. Pepsi closed down about 0.2. Pepsi still looks really good for a continuation move downward tomorrow. But like I said, if it gets above 129, I don't really like it anymore. So we'll see what it does. Kind of have like a bull flag here on the short term. Pump right after funding? Oh yeah, that's right, man. I totally forgot about funding. You have funding right there at 4 o'clock. The funding's starting to go down a little bit. You have got 0.01 coming up in 8 hours. Then you've got 0.05 coming up in 16 hours. So not massive funding anymore. Not once since we made the funding bot on our Discord has it shifted bearish. It's been bullish the entire way, as in the bulls are paying funding. The reason why that's considered bullish is because most people are still longing. That's why they're paying funding to the shorts, because not many people are shorting, and they need to give you an incentive to open up shorts. Asia's gonna wake up and do its thing. What time is it in like the Asia markets right now? It'd be like 12 hours. Like what's China right now? How many hours ahead is China? Litecoin died? Yeah, the halving meme didn't really protect Litecoin, did it? Yeah, the good short was right here when it turned to black, or the pivot. You could have taken the pivot. You could have taken the shift from white to black. You could have taken the Momo flip there. This is what I was saying earlier. When the Momo flips, and you get that flip on the OTS as well, it's a very, very good sign of trend direction. You have bearish, and then you flip downward. It's 4 a.m. there, 12 hours? Gotcha, okay. Good to know. I thought China would be more than that. I thought it'd be like 14 or so. 12 seems accurate. Looks like it's running out of steam already. You got a hanging man. Pivot coming in. Pull up book map here. You got a decent wall around 11.5. You have some buy pressure coming in though. Go down to a 1 minute for now. There you go, big buyer. 125,000. Yeah, not a whole lot of volume. Pretty surprising. Mondays typically see a lot of volume. I think Mondays and Thursdays lately I've had a ton of volume, and we're not seeing much here. You can see these. I have this set up over here on the left where anything over 100,000 will come in. We're not seeing really anything over 100,000, so not a lot of big buyers or big sellers here. XRP looks like it's about to drop. Let's take a look. Yeah, it does. I'd agree. I'd agree with that statement. Any stocks you guys are looking at playing this week? Any big names? Any small names? My watch list is getting pretty small for the things that I'm looking to play this week. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Failing the 72 as expected. You are still topping out on the Momo, so you have some bullish momentum. You're right at this top before we made that new high. You can see it's failing here currently. You got a top doji here and a pivot forming on the 15. You are going to pull back a little bit here. Gonna grab this doji here before we had that massive breakout. Because you might see a little bit of a bounce once we try to break this range low. What's that, 11,350? Not too bad. We do have a slight pivot coming in with all these buy wicks here, these tweezers. CME is running into the OTS trail. Doesn't look like you're going to get to those gaps. Best case scenario is fill downward, kind of consolidate, fill the gap, and then moon all the way back up to like 12K, fill these gaps, and then push higher. That would be a dream. That'd be too easy though. The 8 hour on CME is pretty scary. You got a nice little pivot here. Got a morning star forming. Candlestick patterns aren't too strong on the CME, I've noticed. They're not bad, but they're not the greatest. Because just the way that the CME trades. How's Ethereum doing? Let's take a look. Still holding that pivot. It has not broken that pivot. Beautiful test of it like 3 times as well. My streams always line up with these consolidation patterns that just do absolutely nothing. Very exciting stuff. I used to use the DMI a lot. DMI is pretty clean. The directional movement index. That's basically what these two red and green lines are. I don't use it much anymore. It's pretty laggy. That's the main problem with it. Extremely laggy. It is good at determining trend. And determining if there actually is a trend. Like when it's choppy like this, it's basically telling you there is no trend. But when it has these like big moves, and then you start to kind of consolidate, it's kind of a downtrend. But yeah, it's very laggy. Gives a lot of false signals too. Basically no point in me using any oscillators besides the Momo. Because the Momo does what they all do, but does it better basically. What's the major difference between trading stocks and crypto in your point of view? Stocks, you can have... I don't know how to put this without... So like it depends. So what I used to talk about on stream, like how you can have like one setup that you look for in stocks. And because there's so many different stocks that trade differently from each other, you can only trade that setup and you could trade often. But if you try to do that in crypto where you only have like one setup and you just wait for it to happen, you're not going to trade very often. But like, for example, when I used to trade penny stocks, I would only trade a bull flag. If it didn't have a bull flag, I didn't trade it. And because there's hundreds of penny stocks, and a lot of them are trading differently, so they're not all going up, they're not all going down, you can look for those patterns. But in crypto, the problem is they all follow kind of the same direction. Well, yeah, Dave, yeah. Besides the obvious. Besides, like, the time difference. Like, obviously, you can trade crypto 24/7. Stocks, you really only want to trade around, like, 9:30 to 11:30. And then maybe the last hour of the day. I typically don't trade from 12 to, like, 3. Yeah, definitely, Dave. But yeah, you have the like obvious answers. But I'd say like the not so obvious answer would be you can trade certain patterns and only look for certain patterns, and you're gonna actually be able to trade a few times a week or a few times a day. But in crypto, most of the market follows the same pattern. If they're all going up, or sorry, if Bitcoin's going up, then most of the altcoins are going up. Or sorry, if Bitcoin's consolidating, most of the altcoins are going to go up. If Bitcoin's going up heavily, the altcoins are all going to die. If Bitcoin's going down heavily, the altcoins are going to die. You know what I mean? So you can't really be picky with crypto. You can't be picky for those certain patterns. Yeah, exactly. A lot of different stocks follow different trends and patterns. So like if you're only looking for like rising wedges or only looking for, I don't know, like bear flags, you could easily find a lot of different stocks that are doing that. You don't have to force trades as much. But yeah, the biggest thing is mentally, it's so much easier, man. Like being able to go to sleep and not worry about your positions overnight, and being able to like trade the same time every single day, it's huge, dude. It's a completely different mental game. Yeah, it's really bad. Like overnight, I've said it on stream before where my trades overnight, even like if it's the same exact pattern that I've traded not overnight, like if I trade during the day, it has a much lower strike rate if I hold it overnight. It's just that trading time period is completely different. But yeah, man, for our options trading, especially in the Discord, we get up, except for today, obviously, because I forgot to get up. We get up, we trade from like 9:30 to 11:30. We all go get lunch. We go to the gym, come back, and we start talking about our trades for tomorrow, or like if we're gonna close our trades for today, around like 2 to 3, and then we make all of our final decisions by 4. Obviously, market closes. And then we're fine, dude. Don't have to look at our positions. We don't have to worry about anything happening crazy. It's just it's comfortable. That's the best way I could say it. It's comfortable. You're not stressed out 24/7. That's why the majority of crypto traders are complete degens. They're degenerates. And I'm pretty degenerate every now and then with crypto, but I try to be pretty standard. It's funny because me and Sticky were just talking about this over the weekend. Me and Sticky have multiple accounts, right? We've got our main account, we've got some like degen accounts that we try some higher risk strategies. Both me and Sticky have been struggling on our normal accounts, but our high risk strategies that have very degenerate risk management are doing very, very well. My degen account is up 240%. I think his is up even more than that. I think he's doing very well as well. But our main accounts are getting hit. And we're losing trades, we're winning trades, we're losing trades. So it seems like on Bitcoin, there's just certain time periods where degenerate trading is just the way to go. And what I mean by degenerate is like losing 10 to 20% of your account for being wrong. Well, I have some risk management techniques in place on my degenerate account. It's not just like I'm just going to 50x and see how it goes. My setups are very clean. My risk management is just very risky. I've taken multiple losses that were like 20 to 30%, and I damn near got licked on one of my trades because I didn't follow my risk management properly. But my average loss on my degenerate account is probably from like 10 to 20%, which sounds like a lot, but I don't lose very often on that account. I've talked about it on stream a little bit, about what I do on that account. It's mainly discretionary trading. I don't have like a very set technique. I just look at my indicators, I see which way they're going. I determine trend based on my indicators, mainly the Momo and the trading suite and the auto SR. So I see which way the trend is going. I'll take a trade based on the trend, and if it starts going against me, I'll take the same size trade going against me as a breakout trade. And then whichever trade is profitable, I will take profit, and then I'll double my losing trade depending on support and resistance, or if I think it's even recoverable. If it's not recoverable, I'll just take a small loss. So then I'll double my losing trade, and if it seems like it's recoverable, I'll let it run. And I might add on to it one or two more times, not doubling, but I might add on to it a little bit just to get my average down. And then I'll try to recover it. I'll try to close it for a profit. Or sometimes I'll close it for a small loss. Where I get hit is if I take a trade and then I take the breakout trade to protect my first trade, right? So I'll take my protection trade, my hedge, if you will, and then I'll double it, and then price will very strongly go against me. If it very strongly goes against me when I double it, that's where I lose money. But that's only happened to me like twice. But yeah, like I said, I'll be making those trades more public in Discord very shortly. On that high risk account. But alright guys, a little over an hour and a half stream. I'm going to call it on that. Tomorrow, or basically every day this week to make up for the missed stream, I'm going to be streaming in the morning. So I'm going to be doing morning streams and afternoon streams. So make sure you guys check me out at 9:30 a.m. I'll try to be on time tomorrow. I apologize about the missed stream today. But I'll try to be on time tomorrow. I'll let you guys know when I'm going live on Twitter, obviously. We'll be doing some stock trading in the morning. Still holding my Pepsi short. That's the only position I'm currently in, besides Disney. But yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon around 3, around the same time as today. So I will catch you guys during those streams. If not, I'll see you guys another day this week. Appreciate you guys being here. You guys have a good day. Have a good night. Peace out.